want to create a new table. It's the create table command, and this will create one. And let's look at everything we've got. Contact ID int, well, that means a number. Unsigned means it can only be positive values. Primary key, we're telling MySQL this is the primary key for that table. Auto increment, that means we're asking MySQL to generate the value automatically. That's the way it works. Everything else will be varchars, which are essentially strings. Varchar to a database is essentially a string. Data. And we're going to store in there some information. Email, full name, phone number, subject, and message. And creating this table is really simple, unless it already exists, which is a possibility. Yeah, it says it already exists. I can get rid of a table by saying drop. Once we drop table, that essentially gets rid of the table. Then I can do this, and now the table exists. And there's also shows you how to create the authors table, which we already have created. The authors ISBN, so if you want to try that stuff at home. The employee table, which I don't think we did yet. That's another example. Okay, that didn't exist yet. Department. So these are commands for creating these tables, if you want to try this at home. Insert command is how do we get data into this thing? Well, we already know that, but I can start putting information into my contact info table. And I can actually copy and paste and do this all at once. And then I can say select star from contact info. And there it is. It's all in there. This also has the commands to create the authors and ISBN data, which I already have. The employee data. Because right now there's no data in employee. But if I put all those insert statements in, now there will be. All that data will be in there. Same thing with departments. Now there's examples down here. Well, we already looked at a lot of similar examples to get the data from it, to use a where clause. The joins, we already looked at the joins. This one is somewhat similar to what we did. It's actually simpler than what we did. Just gets you the authors and the ISBNs. Update and delete command, we looked at some of that information as well. Drop command essentially deletes the table from the database. It's not the same as delete. Delete gets rid of the data, but drop gets rid of the entire table completely. Some more examples here. Let's see what else we got. Yeah. We looked at most of these examples already. But you can try all these at home. Once you get MySQL, saw that one already. Any questions so far on the database stuff? Okay. And that's basically actually about all I had for tonight. We'll look at some Java JSP stuff next, not next week. We'll see it on Thursday. This coming Thursday, we'll look at that. We'll continue and we'll get some of that stuff going. What are the numbers you have to the varchar represent? Good question. They represent the maximum number of characters you can put in there. And you don't have that in strings. But varchar means a variable length character string. and which is essentially what a string is in Java. The number like 50 there means that you're setting a maximum size of 50 characters. And that's fairly typical. I mean, you generally set it to the maximum size of the data you would think would be stored there. Email address wouldn't typically go beyond 50 characters. Neither would the name or a phone number. Now, if you think you might get more, you can set that number higher. You can go quite high, I think, with a varchar 2,000 characters. Any other questions? You're welcome. Questions on the labs? Any questions on the labs? Okay, so no questions on the labs. Midterm school. Okay, I'll work on that. Stay online, and the letter backwards would be the letters. All the letters backwards. And okay, so stay online, and I'll try and research what's going on, with your midterms and try and figure out why you can't see them. Your lab 3 doesn't show a grade, Garrett. Okay, well let me look at that as well. So yeah, just stay online, and we'll look. One thing I do notice on the midterm, actually, is it looks like the grades that I'm seeing are displaying out of 10 points. Let's see. I think I must have set the maximum points. Actually, I'm going to be on the wrong one. Yeah, I don't know why you can't see it. I'm in there. I'm probably going to have to get some help on that. Let me see. Let me at least give you your grades. Most people actually did really well. Okay, so everyone that prompted me so far, I've sent you your grade. You can ask me online, and I'll give you your grade. I'm looking at the setup, and I don't see anywhere that would hide you from seeing it. So I may have to ask for help on this. Why it's not showing, but okay, hold on for a second. Okay, so if anyone else is curious about their grade, just message me and I'll give you the grade, and I will try and find out why it's not letting you see it. I'll play around with it a little bit more tonight, and if I can't figure it out, I'll just ask them. You can message me on web access. Okay, so, or right here, go ahead and message me. That's fine.